Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rina and now I'm going to tell you about 5 short story. The first is Snow White. Long ago in faraway kingdom, there lived a very beautiful queen named Snow White. She lives with her stepmother, who is very jealous with her. The stepmother always asks with the magic mirror, "Who is the most beautiful queen in the world?" The magic mirror always answered, "You, queen." However, one day, the mirror answered that Snow White was the most beautiful queen in the world. The queen was angry and ordered a hunter to take Snow White to the forest. However, the hunter didn't have the heart and let Snow White go. Snow White got lost in the forest and found a small habitat by 7 dwarfs. They were kind and let Snow White stay with them. The queen heard that Snow White was still alive and planned revenge. The queen turned into an old witch and gave Snow White a poisoned apple. Snow White was tempted by the apple and fell into a deep sleep. Only kiss from the prince can wake her up. The prince came and kissed Snow White, breaking the evil spell. Family married the prince. They live happily ever after. Snow White kindness won the heart of who know her. Okay, the second story of Cinderella. One day in a kingdom, there lived girl named Cinderella. She lives with her stepmother and 2 evil stepsisters. They made Cinderella do all the housework. One day the kingdom announced a palace ball. Cinderella wanted to go, but her stepmother and 2 evil stepsisters forbade her. However, with the help of a magic fairy, Cinderella got a beautiful dress and glass slipper. She goes to the ball and catches the prince's attention. However, the party ends quickly, and Cinderella must return before the midnight because the fairy's charm will wear off. In a rush, she leaves one of the glass slippers on the palace step. Prince want to find the owner of the shoes. He visit all over the kingdom and finally arrived at Cinderella house. After, after trying the glass slipper or Cinderella, they fit perfectly. Prince and Cinderella married and live happily ever after. And from that moment, everyone remembers the story of Cinderella, which is full of message about goodness and justice. Okay, the third story about Maling Kundang. In a coastal village, there lived a young man named Maling Kundang. He is a son from the widow who lives with difficulty. One day, Maling Kundang set out to wander in search of fortune. After many years, Maling Kundang grew up to be a rich and successful man. However, he forgot his origins and his family, who are still living in trouble. One day, when he was sailing on the sea, there came a terrible storm. When the storm came, the other sailors tried to save themselves, but Maling Kundang and his crew refused to help. He even asked for help from the sea that had helped him become a rich. However, instead of helping the sea become violent and threw big waves at Maling Kundang, suddenly, Maling Kundang's body turned into a big rock which stuck on the beach. He was cursed because of his greed and the trial of his mother. Since then, the large stone has become a Maling Kundang stone, which is a warning to everyone not to forget their roots and family, and not to toward those who are help us. Okay, and next, A story about Sangkuriang. Long ago, in the interior of West Java, there lived a handsome young man named Sangkuriang. He lives with his mother, Dayang Sumbi. In a remote village, Sangkuriang was an expert at hunting and going an adventure in the forest. One day, Sangkuriang went hunting in the forest. He found a very beautiful female deer. Sangkuriang approached him and released an arrow. However, when the deer disappeared, Sangkuriang felt regretful because his affection for the deer had grown so much. When Sangkuriang returned home, he met a beautiful woman wearing a veil. The woman was his mother, Dayang Sumbing, who had magical knowledge. Dayang Sumbing saw Sangkuriang with the deer he had brought home. "My mother, I found this deer and brought it home," said Sangkuriang with great pride. However, Dayang Sumbing knew that the deer was displayed from Sangkuriang's father, who had long died. He went to a fond marriage between Sangkuriang and the deer, so he gave Sangkuriang difficult condition. He had to build a lake and boat overnight. Sangkuriang agreed and immediately worked non-stop. He asked for help from supernatural beings to build the lake and the boat. One night passed, and when Sangkuriang was almost finished, Dayang Sumbing saw him to prevent an unappointed marriage. He kept Dayang Sumbing asked from the sun to rise early, making Sangkuriang fail to fulfill her condition. Sangkuriang was angry and hit the boat, which was almost finished, making Mount Takuban Perahu. This story reminds us of importance of respecting nature and understanding the consequence of our action. Sangkuriang and Dayang Sumbing are legendary characters in Javanese cultures who teach valuable lessons about love, family, and environment. Okay guys, I think enough from me. Thank you for your nice attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.